So, this is a message about beyond love and beyond worship and beyond agape. This is a message at the final hour of the final onslaught, of the final wrecking Shazam that might either win us all forever or lose us all forever. And today, February 6th, 2021, is one of those magical miracle days. So, what transpired is nothing less than an actual miracle. I had an episode where I had to first comprehend what I'm doing here in this room, 610, and what's going on. And I was able to shift my consciousness very quickly and efficiently of late. So, I have understood that everybody that I think turned on me and hated me never really turned on me or never really hated me. They were just serving what they thought was right action in following the infiltration of external nations such as Russia that decided that it would be cool to get all my friends to work as my enemies and make me feel like I'm, a hopeless case scenario. So I would love to begin this message by thanking everyone that I've ever met or known, including those people that put death threats on me. I now realize that you were actually convinced that by doing these actions that you did, you were serving a higher purpose. And I forgive you individually and as a society in wholeness. And now we're addressing this higher purpose that you all thought that you were serving. That as you all learned after my crucifixion when I was 33 and my death, and now I'm 36 and I'm still dying, it's still, just because I'm in a female body, it's not getting to the next round, except it sort of is today because lucky for me, identitytheft.org, even though AT&T wouldn't change my number back to the 843-290-8724 number where I first filed for my identity theft report from at the Marriott, now I did it again from my 213-509-4572, same server. And, I just attached another email because they just couldn't match me with the other email because normally people in normal lives have one email address and they just stick with that, and they have a lot of other things to worry about like children, gardens, jobs, hobbies, husbands. People are not stuck in retard mode for nth number of years such as myself. However, I take this as a positive and, engendering of knowledge, life, prosperity, and advancement in terms of evolution for all in creation. And I'm very grateful, now understanding even, Cristal Cordoba, that for so long I was really, antagonized against for having her restrain me and say she would restrain me or deport me. Now they couldn't deport me because they did not know that if they sell off all of them as one to Russia, they will create COVID. Well, that's news for them. So now they know that it's not, oh, whatever she goes by or whatever you call her. No. And, since the Billy Hodge days when he thought that, oh, he is so mighty and grand and he can like screw behind my back and go give it to other girls and call me the loser in the end of the day, whatever. And all the denivelations of that movement since the beginning of time where they tried to, force me to sign a contract at birth where I'm subservient to Russia for some strange reason, and I have to make pretend that, I have a sister over there or anywhere else, which is utterly absurd. And now we're getting over this whole scenario. And I would not only like to thank people like, because I understand Cristal as now, in my shoes. I mean, it's protection. Like she wants to restrain me because if I come back here and I wander around in a town where everyone as one agreed at the government level to get someone else walk down the aisle in my name and inherit my citizenship, and then what they did was, so all my timeline since I arrived in USA, so my Dima Tabrawi from 2009 till whenever they married her, the Totiana thing, maybe it was what, 2000, it's COVID-19, 2019, August 19. So all this, they took the whole Dima Tabrawi and shifted me, meaning her in another body, to Aurora Diamond Rainbow, as I had paid Donna Scarlatelli for from my 4252 card, whereby Tatiana got fucked under 4252 under my booking. I took the phone, I called the Shasta Inn, I made the reservation for Jonah Terry under my card. And then I don't know why they never let me go there. And as I revealed my higher self, it was in a context where I was literally dancing in the room. So then they started to project all these lower energies on my higher self, meaning, oh, Aurora, you're a prostitute, you're a dancer, you're an idiot, you're a hooker, you're worthless. And I was like, what the hell is this? I've been writing the Final Events Energies Update article for so long to finally reveal myself and win. But instead, we had to sandwich Nigeria equal Russia, equal Iran, equal Turkey, equal all these countries, all these like very, 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 they're less than third world countries. They're so sad and low spirits, these little girls. And honestly, I will pray for you people. I have a gospel now in my hand, because if I were a Russian person, a Russian woman tonight in Russia, and I found out that one of my Russian girls went to the United States and tried to like turn a whole country against one girl, because obviously, if Tatiana Pushkina or Christina Pushkina, I'm not sure which name she ended up in, or before she sold herself and burned herself to the wolves, when she decided that she cannot at all love herself, respect herself, honor herself at any level, or her nation or her people, and decided to blow herself up and embrace my Phoenix identity and go gung-ho about it and marry in my name, that means that Russian girls have no I am, no self-respect, no self-honor. If any woman from any nation accepts to walk down the aisle in another woman's identity and marry another woman's into another woman's destiny and fight for it, that denotes that all these Russian little girls have deep conditioning issues, deep self-hatred, deep lack of honor, lack of respect, lack of all of the above. So she told me when I was in Shasta, and she called me to fraud me and go, oh, Aya Rasha, why are you in mission house? This is not for you. You should go very, very quick. This is not good for you. You better than this. You should go now. What is this? A surgery? You're stupid. Yeah, it doesn't exist. You should now go. Leave. Yeah, leave. Be between me and I. When you go party, you do cocaine line. You suck the dick very quick. And then you get out of the room because you keep your head high. Like, they have these rules and ego in the Russian world there that are plain absurd. So I listened to the whole thing years on end. It kept calling and nonstop until it decided to tell me to never come again, because it had planned to actually become me. And it used Amber as an ally. It used Cristal Cordoba as an ally. And it made Amber threaten to kill me. It made Cordoba threaten to deport and restrain me, which she did. They're still working for Russia, it so seems. Now, I pray for all these girls to comprehend how bad this is for women all over the world, let alone women in America, let alone poor little Russian girls. I mean, Tatiana told me, hey, I don't know what kind of girl you are, but if you're suicidal, I hope you don't commit suicide. Because she was really, 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 really convinced that for her to become me is like, so simple. Because she had for years been after every man that ever engaged me, talked to me, traveled with me. She used to like fuck him in the corridor and put all sorts of spells on me, etc. with my uncles. And all I gotta tell her is, honey, if you want, I'm not gonna go and be comatose, but if you really like that, you can go, they'll put you in a coma and my uncles can change your diapers, little girl. You and all your Russian, you don't need to commit suicide. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. She projected her suicidalness on me. She's like, oh, I hope you don't commit suicide. So honestly, if I was now a Russian woman in Russia, I would feel so ashamed. I would literally want to almost terminate my life. So I will be praying for you, Russian little girls, to get a spine, and I am, fight for your rights and stand up and be who the F you is, not trying to make pretend you're some Lebanese girl that is from Tiberias and go for it, and then make Louisiana little girls and Colombia little girls try to fight for your little fraud thing of trying to replace the queen. You can't replace the queen, honey. You can't. You can be your own person. It might take you some years. You can't make pretend like this. It doesn't work, honey. I don't know where you little millennial little girls, and she would used to go on the phone. Oh, I never ever, they took me in Los Angeles one time to go be a waitress. I can't like scratch a table. It's too dirty. I will never become a waitress. No, honey. I did every job from scratch. I built myself like a real queen. I'm not a prima donna little party hooker who just landed from Mars and stole somebody's papers and ran with it and started to fuck everybody and call the cops and have some errand people call me and try to fraud me. Literally, like, shame. The errand cop tried to fucking run me under the rug last time around. He's like, call Partridge. And today the errand from AT&T is like, oh ma'am, we can't really change your number for the next whatever days. I'm like, oh really? Yeah, really. So I filed under 213 for identitytheft.gov. I mean, please, like, there's limits to imbecility, and not every one of us is a poor, lame, Russian, low spirit hooker who can't do nothing with her life besides try to fraud a great woman that has done the work from scratch. Because I'm sorry, Tatiana, but if you're that not confident about being able to suck a dick in your own name and you need to use my glorious divine sexuality to even get a guy, that's as pathetic as Russia can get. I mean, besides being complete hooker prostitutes, you can't even perform unless you use somebody else's name and identity. So, honey, I know you couldn't take an etheric surgery from me because that's way over the top for you, but if you really need lessons in how to be sexually pleasing to men, besides taking somebody else's name for that, you can still book a session with me because that's how kind I am. Mwah! Anywho, gonna let you all go now. Have a wonderful, pleasant, loving, and lovely February 6th. I love you all with all of my heart. And to all you queens, stay up top. And all those little wannabe clone addicts who run after, any guy who's ever engaged us and who wants to marry us and who still does. I mean, after so many years that they pop, I mean, literally pray for them. Love you.